Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And the Atlanta Falcons, they are adding some real speed here by signing wide receiver and kick returner Jeff Badet to their roster here after he worked out for them earlier today. They agreed to sign him, and the man, he runs a 4.27 in terms of his 40 time. So definitely someone that they can utilize in terms of just obviously having him out there in the kick return game. That's going to do wonders there. I know the Atlanta Falcons, they obviously traded away Julio Jones, so they lost that deep threat. But they do have Calvin Ridley, and he's, superb. That's why they felt more confident that they can move on from Julio Jones. They've got Russell Gage, and so now Gage will have a bigger role in the offense. But he has certainly shown that, he has shown some splashes here and there that he can certainly step up. And so he's going to be someone that's going to be asked to step up. And some of the other guys they have, like Christian Blake, Greg Dortch, guys like that, Frank Derby. We'll see how it all plays out in terms of the rest of the receiving core and how that's going to look. Obviously, drafting Kyle Pitts, that was absolutely huge for them. They still got, Hayden Hurst as well. So they're looking pretty solid at tight end. And then when you think about the kick return game, Jeff Badet, if he makes this roster, he's going to contribute in special teams, I would have to think. They do have Cardell Patterson that they brought over from the Chicago Bears. And so obviously he's someone that can contribute as well on special teams. And so we'll see, how Atlanta chooses to go about that. But certainly, they're making sure that they have that speed, that need for speed that obviously they lost with Julio. This guy may have the speed, but he's still got a little bit of things he got to work on in terms of actually from a receiving aspect. As so far in the pro, he spent a little time with the Washington football team. They've only targeted him once in the 3 games that he appeared in, so he hasn't been able to do anything yet at the NFL level, but obviously extremely, young, and he still has the ability to continue to improve, and that's what it's going to take for him to continue to, stay on this roster, in which he has every opportunity to do just that. So a little bit about him, actually, he was a 3-star recruit coming out of high school, according to 247 Sports, and he was the number 106 receiver in the country by ESPN, 128th ranked player in the state of Florida, and he helped his high school go to a 7-4 playoff record, and actually a playoff berth as a senior, making the playoffs there. In terms of at the collegiate, and he also did track, I believe, as well. I believe he placed like 5th in the jump, if I'm not mistaken. And so, yeah, certainly someone that can come in and really contribute. He's got, great vertical, a lot of speed, so pretty exciting. In terms of some things about him, he has the nickname Dirt, and so therefore I guess it's because how fast he is, kicks up dirt, and so Dirt is one of his nicknames that he has. And also in terms of if he wasn't in the NFL, his dream career was to be in the fashion design industry. So yeah, he's definitely someone that's very high on fashion. Throughout his time at Kentucky, he ended up transferring from Kentucky in 2015, but he played in all 12 games and made 10 starts in 2015. He was ranked 3rd on their team with 29 catches for 430 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had a couple games in which he had some, long receptions for some touchdowns, so certainly was able to utilize that. When he transferred over to, and I believe he transferred in 2016 actually, but when he transferred over to Oklahoma in his final season, he played in all 14 games and made 2 starts, caught 26 passes for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. So yeah, he had some touchdowns against Oklahoma State, Texas, Kansas State. So he certainly was someone that they was able to utilize in terms of that. Also, utilized him in a kick return game as well. I believe he had a career high 4 kick returns for 79 yards against The Ohio State University. And so, yeah, someone that you can definitely utilize special teams and receiver position. And so obviously there's a couple of things that you have to continue to work on, but hey, that's why you get on a practice squad. That's why you try to make the roster, continue to improve, go out there and compete. And then, when it comes together, it's a wonderful thing to watch. And so we'll definitely be looking to see how things work out for him here at the Atlanta Falcons. But with all that being said, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, as more news continues to drop, you can be sure to find it here. So thanks again for watching, and see you guys next time.